are no age limits when it comes to writing a will, as long as you earn an income, own an asset, have dependents or own an equity stakes in a startup. TVC News' Maria Olashainde tells us more about the importance of writing a will. Her report.
A will or testament is a legal document by which a person, the testator, expresses his wishes as to how his property is to be distributed at death. Antonia is a cleaner in a private organization who lost her father when she was a baby. She regrets that her father passed away without a will in place, but she's optimistic that she can use this job as a stepping stone to achieve her dreams of being a fashion designer.
I don't love my father because I may come and help my mother now. I do work, I will give her money, may take care for my sister, for my brother, for my back, because he did for school now, I never finished school. So my father did for my life. Me, I will go school, maybe for cleaner, I will do cleaner.
This Christian says that it is essential for a man to have a will which must include his wife, his children, and his aged parents in order to forestall the disintegration of his family after his passing.
Having a will is very key. Reason being that at your demise, you don't need your children to fight over properties. You don't need anybody to fight over your inheritance. For each thing you want to give to anybody, automatically it has been spelled out. So you don't need to allow the children fight and kill themselves.
This Islamic legal practitioner makes a distinction between common law or Islamic law and the validity of the two laws.
If you die without making a will, then you are said to have died intestate, that is, without making a will. But will is not only under English law. Under the Sharia, you can also make a will. Under the common law, there is a Wills Act. There is a law that guides it. And there are formal things you must do for it to be valid. You must have two witnesses at the time of making your will, who must be present when you are signing. You must name persons or institutions that will administer your will. Under Islamic law, you can make a will, but you cannot will out more than 1/3 of your property. The balance of 2/3 has already been distributed by Allah in the Quran. It must be left for your heirs. So unlike common law, where you can say you are diswilling or disinheriting somebody, you can't do that under Islam, except that if that fellow falls into the category of somebody who has committed apostasy.
He also speaks on the criteria of having a will.
As long as you are old enough to earn income, it's better you do. Don't start to say, oh, I don't have anything. You can make your will prospective, that if I acquire in future, all other buildings that I may acquire after this will. So it can be futuristic. And if you are still alive and you are lucky, maybe you make your will at the age of 50, and then you live to be 80, you can then do what we call a codicil. It's a supplementary will.
For anything from 18. 18 is the age of majority. So once you're 18, you can write your will. And once you're 18, and of course, if you have assets, you can write your will. Anything from 18, you're legally allowed to write your will.
But from experience, he advises parents to train their children to be self-sufficient, well-educated, and to de-emphasize materialism. You'll be shocked that these educated men who are in their 60s don't have a will.
Some of us who feel we don't have anything, we don't have much, we feel that we shouldn't do it. Where you have a child out of wedlock, under Islamic law, is a child born out of wedlock is not entitled to anything under your estate.
The reason for not having a will is not because it's not necessary. It's just a thing that sometimes you don't get around to doing.
A custom might prevent a person's intended beneficiaries from inheriting. For example, there are some customs in Nigeria that says women cannot inherit. There are some customs in Nigeria that says that only the firstborn son is going to inherit. So when you put a will into place, it helps you to first put all your resources into a pool.
The existence of a will has not prevented many families being torn apart by the division of the estates.
It's important to secure the future of your loved ones by writing a will. But the big question is, have you written your will? Or you're probably thinking, God forbid. Writing a will is essential so as to avoid issues for your loved ones after you've gone. writing a will doesn't also mean death is knocking at the moment. Maria Olashende, TVC News, Abuja.